It's time for championship season as the Assumption cross country team just competed in their biggest event of the 2016-2017 campaign. Welcome back to the third episode of the Coach's Corner. Evan O'Neill, along with head coach Stacie Wentz. And for the first time in program history, the women's team finished in second place at the Northeast 10 Conference Championship at Stonehill College in Easton, Massachusetts this past Saturday. Congratulations to you and your team. Coach, before we talk about the top three finishers on both sides, talk about how this feels. You know, you've been here 4 years, and to see this progression so quick, and now you're already second in the conference. Talk about that a bit.
I mean, it's been amazing. We were second to last in the conference, second to last in the region, and there's 15 teams in our conference. And so in 4 years, built it into a team that legitimately could compete for a conference championship. That's got to be a pretty quick turnaround. Amazing that we've been able to turn it around so quick. And really taking girls that, you know, came in with maybe average times from high school and, you know, got them into national caliber type kids, which has been amazing.
Definitely. The top three runners on the women's team were juniors Antonia Pagliuca and Courtney Fisher, per usual, and sophomore Jacqueline Ryan. Pagliuca tied a career best 5th out of 103 runners with a time of 22:28, putting her mile pace just above 6 minutes. Fisher and Ryan came in 13th and 17th respectively, Fisher finishing at 22:56, Ryan finishing at 23:27. Antonia and Courtney have been running great all season long, but to see Jacqueline Ryan get into third out of the top three, or even to get into the top three, talk about her progression.
Yeah, I mean, she was able to get into the on-conference team. That was really fantastic. She was a little banged up. She ran in our first meet at Stonehill, and then we sat her to sort of recover a little bit with a little bit of an injury, and just coming back and getting better each week. And, you know, like I said, but we needed her to step up, and she did. And you know, and hopefully she brings along the rest of the pack with her that we can get this team to the national championships in 2 weeks.
Definitely. Now, the men came in 9th, right behind Adelphi and Lemoyne, and it was freshman Zach Duran, sophomore Andrew Monget, and freshman Will Mardo who led the Hounds. Duran finished with a time of 27:43, Monget at 27:49, and Mardo rounding out the top three with a 28:07 finish. Andrew made his way into the top three for the first time this season, and this time, Coach, it's got to be nice to have three finishers on the younger side of your roster.
Yeah, I mean, even in our top 7, we didn't have a senior there, and we're still very, very young. This is the best finish we've had in a while for this program, and so that was nice to see us now in the middle of the pack of the conference and moving up, and with such a young team. I think it's really going to help for our future. I was actually a little bit disappointed, though, in our performance. I thought that we're a much better team than that. I think the guys would say that. I think we are banged up a little bit with some people who have some nagging injuries. And unfortunately, we can't sit them right now. We're in conference, you know, in championship season. But we also have, you know, some illnesses going around, you know, and kids kind of get sick, and it takes another week or two to get out of their system. But in 2 weeks, the NCAA regional meet, we'll see if we can go and pick off some teams that we just lost to this weekend.
Definitely. It's a week of rest for the Hounds before the NCAA East Region Championship begins on Saturday, November 5th. As always, visit AssumptionGreyhounds.com for all the latest news, recaps, and stats for the Assumption Greyhounds. See you next time, and go Hounds.